Okay, first episode, or first entry to the whole thing. Bane versus the Winter Soldier. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Should we set up the backdrop? The scenario?
Yeah, okay. Go on then.
So apparently each of them has had 7 months preparation.
7 months.
They've decided to have a fight for whatever reason, probably pride, but both these are proud men.
Fuck it, bottom line, they're fighting.
Bottom line, they're fighting, motivation doesn't really matter. 7 months preparation on a mountain in the Himalayas. Not Everest because that's cliche.
Not where?
Not Everest.
Not Everest, that's just like... Yeah.
Just a high mountain, just peak.
I'm at a peak, Himalayas, to the death. Who's
To
gonna
the
win? Yeah, to the death.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, to the death.
I was wondering if KOs or the cheats counted.
Well, if you don't think either one can kill each other, why not? You can argue a KO it over it if you want.
Okay.
We'll make up the rules as we go along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm defending the Winter Soldier, I'm arguing the Winter Soldier, obviously.
And for this episode, I'm defending Bane.
Bane. You're going down, son.
We'll see.
Okay, go on then. You start. Give us an overview on Bane.
Well, I don't know if you can see it on this little comic book here, but he is the man who broke the bat. We need much more of an explanation than that. Bane literally broke Batman in two, one of the greatest superheroes of all time.
Oh, yeah. Hands down, one of the greatest of all time. If not the greatest of all time.
And not only did he break his back, which superheroes have been broken before, but he did it completely. He exhausted Batman physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Yep.
Through, I think, a year's worth of reconnaissance and planning.
About a year, yeah, something like that.
And destroyed the dude. What has Winter Soldier done?
Well, the Winter Soldier. Well, first of all... What are you doing?
Nothing.
You better drink thingy.
Yes, I was about to drink.
Okay, well you've kind of come out with like a big thing. I was gonna like ease into it.
Well, no, because Bane deserves a powerful introduction like he gets in the comics. Deservedly so.
Damn. Well, if we're talking about who's beating up who, I mean, the Winter Soldier did kind of beat up Cap. I don't know where you want me to go from that. I mean, that's quite a big thing.
Beat up Cap.
Well, okay. You want me to... Okay, well, I've got notes, so I'm gonna look at my notes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you something cool. Because I didn't think you'd come out so strong. Like, I thought you'd ease your way in.
No, Bane's straight out there.
But you come straight out with, he's the dude that broke the bat. Well, okay.
Already.
Okay, well, here's one of Winter Soldier's biggest feats, being that you're going with feats right now, is after Cap's death, when he died, he beat Iron Man down, to the point where Iron Man had to say, what are you doing? Stop fighting me. And I even checked this and shit. He was like, I'm supposed to be telling you that you are now like the next Captain America. Like this was...
So he beat up Iron Man for no reason.
Well, no, first out of revenge, because it was Iron Man's fault that Cap died, essentially, because it was Civil War stuff.
Yeah.
So that was his view. So he fucked up Iron Man before Iron Man kind of gave up on it, and then was like, dude, I've got left for you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, he fucked up Iron Man, and that's saying something.
That is saying something.
So... But it wasn't to the extent the way Bane did Batman. It wasn't... It was a lot quicker, it was more like a jump in.
Yeah, I think...
Kind of passed him and beat him up. Although Iron Man did have his suit and everything, but he still beat him up. Beat the shit out of him. I mean, that's one of his biggest feats, if you want to put that out there.
Okay.
But when we're talking about feats and who's done the great things, it's who would win in a fight in the Himalayas with 7 months prep, one-on-one, whose tactics would work. What would happen, what would they do, and who would walk away the victor.
Okay.
So tell me something about Bane. Give us some background on Bane. Give us what he does, what he is, who he is.
The dude is a hulking mass of muscle with a brain that rivals Batman's. Ra's al Ghul has quote, has a mind equal to the greatest he's known. I've got a picture here.
Yeah, but they're not going to see it.
They're not going to be able to see, but...
Oh, you should meet the scan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, you can't see it, but he is holding his own against Ra's al Ghul at chess, which is a feat.
Yeah, no, because, I mean, that's a mind game, right?
So the dude's super strong, super smart, and all this is enhanced with venom.
Oh, yeah.
It's a drug, a highly addictive drug, one which was first experimented on Bane, and it provides superhuman strength, endurance and speed. It enhances his senses and healing, and yeah, he's the only one who had survived the tests.
Cool.
Other than that, he's mastered several martial arts and created several.
Yeah.
And he has escaped from Peñaduro, Blackgate, and Arkham Asylum. Three of the most heavily guarded places in the DC.
Oh, because Arkham never gets broken out of.
It's technically one of the...
Just saying.
Okay, Peñaduro and Blackgate.
Okay, I'll give you Peñaduro and Blackgate.
He's one of the only few people to actually figure out Batman's secret identity within a year. That's without having met the guy, face to face.
No, they had met. But you talking about Bruce Wayne or Batman?
No,
He had a run-in with Batman.
Do they?
Yeah, like at the beginning of Nightfall. He's gonna check now, isn't he?
No, I'm gonna check him now.
Yeah. Look. When he first gets to Gotham, they like he chases him, he follows him. And then
Okay, yeah, I remember this bit.
Yeah. He meets him and then Batman's like, why are you threatening me? Like, of all people you want to threaten me? And then obviously you find out a year later, yeah, he threatened him.
Okay, yeah, so without meeting Bruce Wayne.
You never met Bruce Wayne, but you met Batman.
Yeah. Still.
Yeah, it doesn't really follow your argument a lot.
That's something Joker, Two-Face, Riddler haven't been able to do.
Well, you could say Joker never had interest in it.
No. Yeah.
So that's your basic overview. Okay.
That's my base overview.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool with me. I like it. I like it. But the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want a man made to be a weapon. Look no further than the Winter Soldier. Literally. Okay, James Buchanan Barnes is his actual name. For those that don't
Good
know.
work on not stuttering on the middle name. I always do.
Who you always stutter on it?
I can't say his name now.
Buchanan? Why not?
Buchanan?
Yeah, James Buchanan
It's
Barnes.
difficult to say.
Oh, that's cute. No, but James Buchanan Barnes. Obviously, he was in Cap's crew in the World War, so on and so forth. He dies. Oh, sad times. Blah blah blah. He gets fined by who was it? Like the Soviets or Hydra or whatever. All that stuff. He gets brainwashed. Goes into Cairo Freeze stuff. They experiment on him, basically give him the same thing Cap got, and then give him a replaced arm because he had lost his arm. The metal
His left arm.
cyber arm that they gave him in at the left. Yeah, it was his left arm. But what can he do? Okay, number one, he's an expert marksman. He has been he was their hitman for what, about 30, 50 years? Something along then. He was their hitman over history.
Mm-hmm.
He is the assassin that no one knows, no one knew for a very long time. Reason for many deaths that no one could ever understand why.
Some very famous ones, I think.
Very famous ones. Anyone that watched the film, he's the dude that took out Nick Fury. I mean, but I guess you're going with the films on that, so it's just like, well, of course they're going to put
that's
that.
another source.
Yeah, I guess it's a source. Super strength, not to the level of Bane, but to the level of Captain America, who is one of the physically superior humans out of those that are earthbound. 16, he was trained, he had SAS training. I've got this on my notes, by the way. SAS training in England before he came back to the United States to do further training, and then he joined Cap, obviously. Another feat, he has fought Sin, Crossbones, and the Serpent Society, or Serpent Squad, all at once.
Really?
Yes, he has. I've found that online somewhere, and I checked it. See, I didn't get the whole flipping scans, but I saw the setup to the fight. But the dude didn't put up the rest of it, so I was like, you bastard. kind of tipped me off. But yeah, no, he's fought all of them.
Okay.
It wasn't like he killed them all in one. It was like to a standstill. So I mean, like, hey, that's something when you beat all of them. He's also expert at stealth and all that. Obviously, being a hitman and assassin, he's followed Wolverine for 3 days without being caught.
That's stupidly impressive.
That's saying something. So like, again, I take that in because we're talking about the Himalayas fight. So we're talking stealth and staying hidden. This dude followed and traced arguably the best senses in the Marvel Universe of the Wolverine. Because, I mean, it's hard to sneak up on him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest. Because that dude can smell and hear and see shit that no one else can. And he did it for 3 long days before actually revealing himself. He never even got caught, he actually revealed himself to Wolverine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says something. And it was all to get him to come back and all that stuff. He also has his cyber arm, EMPs. He can emit EMPs from it, electrical shots from it. It's strong enough to punch through most metals, I believe. Obviously, it won't do nothing to like a vibranium. I think it's made out of vibranium, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think it's just like an ordinary titanium alloy or something. I don't think it's... Oh, they should definitely give him a vibranium arm. Like, that should be their
vibranium shield isn't enough.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, now he has a vibranium... Yeah, if you give him both, he's got both of them, right? Hey, I'm just saying. But that's like the basic things of what he can do and can't do and what he has, I guess. I'll give you that. There you go.
Okay.
We just heard a scream for those that are watching.
This is incredibly unprofessional.
That wasn't like an awkward pause. We literally heard possibly a cat scream, but I wasn't sure because it sounded...
I don't sound like a person.
It kind of sounded like
We're going off on a tangent. So, how is this going? Should we say typical mountain weather? Or what you'd see in a movie. What you'd see in a movie. So sleet, sideways sleet.
Sideways
you can barely
sleet.
see this far in front of you.
Yeah, like that's kind of where we're at.
It's cold, high altitude.
That's kind of where...
Does it affect either of them?
Probably not, because the Winter Soldier being...
is so adaptable.
So adaptable. Like, that dude's done everything everywhere. Like, he was notorious before they even knew who he was. Like, I mean, that's what I liked about, like, in the movie, for example, they got a spot on, like, he is a ghost story. Like, even Cap didn't believe in it. So, I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah. And Bane just ignores the need for air, because he's buff like that.
Well, he's Bane, isn't he? So I guess that's on your side. What you got for Bane's weapon set if he has one?
I mean, he'd much rather get pumped up with venom, which he stores. He has a sort of thing on his back, which injects directly into his brain. Directly into his brain, so he gets the full effect. He has wristbands that lets him control exactly how much he puts in and puts out.
Yeah.
And the actual thing on his back creates venom from the air around him. So he has a pretty much unlimited supply of it.
Uh-huh.
I forgot where is this guy.
I don't know, but something's singing.
Yeah. It's putting me off.
Is that what we... So it wasn't a scream, we heard singing.
Same thing.
That is annoying. Wait, what is this? Where's your guitar? I think I should out-sing them. No, I'm joking. Okay,
I don't know how it's going. Oh yeah, in terms of what he has in terms of equipment. So yeah, he'd much rather get pumped up with venom and punch a dude to death. But if not, he'll happily use machine guns, explosives and knives. He's a close combat sort of dude.
that's fascinating, because I think... Close combat? Fighting-wise, I think Bane has it.
Easily.
I wouldn't say it easily. Because I mean, hey, Winter Soldier can throw down with people.
Yeah.
And he's quick. He's small. He's like 5. There's something here on this hat. It's in my way.
Oh, I can look that up for you.
He's like 5'9", I think he is, or maybe 5'10". He's not like that. He's not that tall.
Yeah.
In stature, the Winter Soldier. I do think he is about 5'9" or something. So he's nimble, man. He can get around. And Bane's like 6 something.
He's 5'9".
5'9". There you go. And Bane's like 6 foot something. Like he's at least 6'5", maybe 6'6" even. I don't know what this.
6'8".
6'8".
Fuck me.
So if he's that much smaller than him, he can avoid him for a long time. He's a lot quicker than him, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about a dude who can, like, we're talking speed. I mean, the way you want to measure it up is like he literally matches.
He's most certainly faster.
Yeah, he can move so quick
There's no
on his feet. So I think even if it comes to close combat, he could avoid him for a while, but you don't want to stay there for too long. It would be about distance for Winter Soldier. And for an expert assassin and marksman, I think he can pull that off for a while. Because I mean, the way I see it going is Winter Soldier will have his sniper rifle, because he's...
Yeah, I was going to ask, what does this dude actually have?
Okay, I checked this out, like what his... Okay, his basics weapons set that he can take with him wherever he goes and whatever mission it is his modified handgun, which is an ordinary handgun, but it's enhanced, like obviously it's been modified and shit added to, so it's can have a better piercing basically. That's what it is. It's stronger bullets, so stronger than like ordinary handguns kind of thing, just so it can pierce through a bullet.
You had to get it, pierce through AIM
What?
shots. AIM, AIM. That company.
Yeah.
As evil dudes, they can pierce through that armour. And they have advanced armour.
Yeah.
So that's
that kind of, that's what I'm talking about. So like he can shoot through bulletproof things, shoot through most metals and so on and so forth. But that's just one of his things that he has. Simple, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just that'll be if it comes into close combat kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Combat knife, obviously basic. Carry a combat knife. He's a soldier. He'll have gadgets of shield.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, Hydra if we're talking a villain, but he's not a villain. He's a good guy. So we're talking gadgets, small things, probably explosives, very small handheld stuff, kind of like a Black Widow type thing, but not to that level of quantity.
Yeah.
It'll be small things that will just put
Small
people
necessary things that he'll use.
Very
in
small necessary
last resort.
Exactly, but as to that's again if it comes into close combat. What that will do to Bane, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Because Bane's abilities are so enhanced, so he can kind of just
Stupidly
like
enhanced.
if you throw a flashbang at him, he'll be like, "What is that?"
No.
It'll be like a tickle on his nose kind of thing. So I don't know if that'll do anything. Sniper rifle. He does take a sniper rifle with him where he goes.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a dude who's been killing for decades now. A sniper rifle for him is basically a toy for a baby. It's really something basic and something they just own.
Yeah.
And submachine guns, automatic that he hold with him too. That's his basic weapon set.
And do you think he's taking all this with him?
I do.
And more, or...?
No, I think just that 7 months prep, probably scouted the area already, I think. Because as if they're going to a fixed place to fight, they're not kind of running into each other, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, top of said mountain.
Yeah, so I feel like he's already gone there and really looked at his vantage points and how he'd want to play this out.
Okay.
Perhaps. I mean, that's
Bane
what I
might
see.
have done a similar thing, but except I see him going up there just to meditate or some stuff.
Possibly, yeah, because I think Bane's going to just take it head on. But then again, you're arguing Bane. I think Winter Soldier would go there, really look at it and think, okay, these are my vantage points. I know who I'm fighting. I know what he's good at. I've got to get him. I've got to keep him away from me and take him out from a distance and get close when he's weak.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible, but just because it's if you threw him into a room, Bane wins hands down.
Yeah.
But this gives Winter Soldier a good chance. It really, I think the scenario makes this fight even. Otherwise, it's not an even fight.
So how does each of them enter on the day, on the hour?
I don't know. How does Bane enter? What's your?
He's either been there an entire 23 hours meditating, or he just walks up. I'd say he was at the bottom of the mountain for quite a while, just contemplating what's about to come, and then heads up to the mountain.
Okay.
Machine guns ready,
Okay.
but he doesn't want to use them.
That's fair enough. What about swords? Is Bane a sword kind of guy?
No, he'd much rather get stabby with a knife like
Yeah.
this one.
You'd rather go. Yeah.
What's Bucky doing?
I feel like Bucky would be keeping his distance. I don't know if he'd go straight there. But then, okay. Just quick question before we do this. Like, for the sake of the fight, is it like they have to see each other first, like at the point, and say, okay, we're gonna fight now?
I don't think that's either their styles.
Yeah, see, me neither. The way I see it is Bucky's gonna keep his distance, keep an eye on the spot, and wait for Bane to show up.
I think they both acknowledge that whoever gets the first drop deserves it. Because they're honourable in that sort of way. Or, not honourable, but they're sort of...
Yeah, they're very old school in that sense. Because Winter Soldier is an honourable guy who lives by a code. Well, especially when he takes over the Cap shield and becomes a good guy, he lived by a code.
Yeah.
Before that, he wasn't living by any sort of code. He was just kill because I'm told to kill.
Absolutely.
But he'd still kill. So, I think that... But then again, so would Bane, so...
Mm-hmm.
There's that. The way I see it, Winter Soldier keeps his distance, keeps an eye on everything that's going on, definitely has some sort of sensory type thing set up around him to keep tracks, keep ears, keep GPSs on.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is his senses like? Because I know Bane has enhanced senses.
He has quicker reflexes, and it's not so much like the 5 senses are enhanced, like you can't like smell better kind of thing. It's kind of what Cap can do in the sense of he can see things coming to him quicker, and he can react quicker kind of thing. It's not so much someone's like 3 miles away and you can like smell him like a Wolverine kind of guy. It's not like that. It's more of reflexes. He's a master of his senses, so he can hear to the peak of human ability and beyond. But it's not like he has animalistic senses in that sense.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's not like a Wolverine type thing.
Okay.
But see, that's why I think with the shield tech that he'd probably have, especially if you scout the area, he'd probably set up sensors, probably got a satellite GPS signal going on, keeping an eye from overview.
How well is that working in this lead?
Probably not great, but I still feel like he'd have that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because, I mean, just because the sleet's there, it's not like, okay, let's not use it at all. It's, no, keep an eye out, because this dude he's one of the baddest dudes I can fight. What would Bane do? Because, I mean, that's what I think. Would Bane just go straight there and wait for Winter Soldier to move first, or...?
In a way, but this dude's done his research on him like he did the Batman, so...
Yeah.
He knows he's a long range, he knows he'd rather shoot with a sniper. So I think he'd go there acting as if he doesn't know he's being aimed at this second, but ready to dodge out the way as soon as he sort of thinks or senses is about to get shot.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
as soon as the first shot is fired, he knows from where it came.
Yeah, exactly. I think Winter Soldier will understand it. Like, if I take a shot, it either has to hit. And I think because they have so much prep and know each other now, or they've got intel on each other and know what they can do. Maybe they haven't been watching each other and studying each other like that.
Been studying each other.
Yeah, they've probably been studying each other for sure. I think Winter Soldier will probably aim for the canister or some of the pipes.
Interesting.
Weaken him, because he doesn't rely on them, but it's a massive factor.
Yes.
So if you can cut that off, the venom supplied to him, that's a start to bringing him down to size.
I mean, that is how Azrael did take him down after he broke the bat. However, he was addicted to it at that time. He's since gotten over his addiction. But it was still affecting.
Yeah, it will still affect him. Because he relies on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say relies, actually. Relies is a strong word. What would you, like, it's not...
Well, say...
He knows its benefit is huge.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Kind of, if you know what I'm... Yeah.
Yeah. He knows his tactical advantage.
Yeah. So if that changes, his tactics change.
Exactly.
Because then he's not a regular guy, obviously not. But he's not the hulked out I don't know why they call it hulked out, because of that big green fucker that no one loves. But I'm joking. That's shots fired for another battle. Anyways, I'm gonna look like such a twat because I just did that. That's the way I got to see. Here's something. The little stats that
I mean, these are just stats that have been created.
These are stats that are created.
So how accurate they are.
I mean, obviously they can be debated and stuff. But intelligence, I've got Bane has 88. I'm guessing out of 100. This is out of 100 stuff.
Probably. Oh, this is from Superhero Database, by the way.
Yeah, Superhero Database. So I went on there. And they were like, stats. Intelligence, Bane 88 out of 100. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, I said that was fairly accurate. Dude figure out the bat.
What?
The dude figure out who Bruce Wayne was.
Yeah, I'd give him higher than 88. I'd give him like a 92, 93 personally. Because I think the guy's a genius.
He is a genius. But a lot of it is down to his photographic memory. As opposed to his way of working out things.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because the dude has memorized several encyclopedias and is technically worthy enough for several degrees in biology, geophysics.
Yeah, okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, 88.
Yeah, but 88 is fair. right?
Possibly more. Yeah. No
Okay.
less.
They gave Winter Soldier 56. Which I feel... I understand. But I feel like that's a bit cheap for the Winter Soldier.
I'd say 60s.
Yeah, see, that's what I'd put him. I mean, like, this dude didn't get given...
He didn't become a master assassin
You know,
having
because-
average intelligence.
Yeah, that's never been caught and is a ghost story. Like, he's a bigger conspiracy than the Tupac killings. Like,
this dude
come on.
can throw a knife this long through what's like really high winds
exactly.
and get his on target. You need precise, accurate things in your
Exactly.
mind to do
This
that.
dude has been, like, assassinating for the bad guys for years now.
And now he's doing
And he's
the good
never
ones.
been caught. He's never been caught. He covers all his tracks, hits his mark every single... And you're telling me he's a 56?
He's
Get
been
out of
sold
here.
out a little.
What?
He's been sold out a little.
Yeah, I felt like that was too cheap. I'm not saying he's smarter than Bane. I'm not saying he's more intelligent than Bane and what Bane can do. But this guy knows when he has a job to do, he can do it way better than a 56. That's just over 50%.
Yeah.
Out of 100. Come on, man. I was thinking at least like give him a 66 or like a 67 kind of thing. Give him something.
More or less, yeah. And regardless, Bane is smarter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Okay, strength is their next category. And they gave Bane a 38. Again, I'm thinking this is out of 100.
38?
Yeah, they gave him 38 and they gave Winter Soldier
I mean,
30.
yeah, I suppose you are comparing
Two.
him to things like Hulk, Thanos,
Superman.
Darkseid. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, it makes sense why
So-
he's 38.
Yeah, because I thought 38's a bit low. But then I was like, oh no, wait, because this is across the whole board. So, like, the Hulk will be a 95. But actually, the Hulk will probably be 100, let's be honest.
Yeah.
107 if you really want to be honest. I mean, he's the Hulk.
Yeah.
And you even said it earlier, he's hulked out. Like, come on, the Hulk has his own category of words. But, nonetheless, now they gave Speed, check this out. They gave Speed, Winter Soldier 35, and Bane 23. I'm not entirely sure what manner of speed they're talking.
I mean, again,
Are
all
they
this
talking in movements?
agility, speed, as in movements, I don't know.
Exactly, so I was kind of... Well, Bane's not exactly slow.
No.
I mean, that guy's rapid, like, he's not like, yeah, he's not one of them.
It is jumping out of the place for a dude who's 6'8".
Exactly, for a guy that's 6'8", he moves like...
A boxer.
Yeah, like a welterweight boxer. Like a small boxer, like a Floyd Mayweather kind of guy. This motherfucker moves. And they give him like a 23.
So you think he's been sold cheap?
I think he's been so cheap. I'm just putting this out there just so I can get this fight as fair as possible.
See, it's hard to imagine on the scale because obviously 100 is things like Flash.
Yeah, yes, but then you've given like... they gave Winter Soldier a 35. So you're saying he's quarter of the speed of Flash? See what I mean? So the thing's a bit... Nah.
It's a very loose scale, which is why I haven't put my entire argument upon it.
Yeah, no, see, I don't want to put my entire argument on it. The ones I do want to say is intelligence was good, and combat skills. They gave Bane a 95. I'm not arguing that, even in the slightest.
Okay.
And they gave Winter Soldier an 84. I'm not arguing that in the slightest.
I think that's fair.
I think that's completely fair. I think these... Because they're the various ones they have, let me just double check, just to make sure. Power... I'm not sure what they mean by power.
Yeah, power's a little...
Yeah, they ripped power and gave, like, Winter Soldier 60 and Bane 51. I'm not sure what that means as opposed to what strength means. And you're talking about power of hitting something? Well...
Destructive power?
Destructive power? Well, I guess the arm kind of plays a part.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, I just want to put that... I just thought I'd point that out because Bane wins them two both.
Smarter and better at combat.
Smarter and better.
Yeah,
he's definitely got a higher intelligence than him, and he's better at combat. Which is why I don't think, under any circumstances, Winter Soldier will allow himself to get close to Bane.
Okay.
So the way I see it is with the first shot that goes off, whether he hits or misses. You said he's waiting for it.
I think he's expecting the shot.
You said he's waiting for it. Do you think the Winter Soldier will? Okay, maybe he'll have one sniper. Because I mean, the way I see it, he's scouted and he sets stuff up, right? He'll take one shot with one and then move to another checkpoint and take another shot.
How fast can you do that?
Quite quickly, because I mean, this dude is rapid. Like we're talking.
Yeah. I'm thinking from Bane's perspective, he just had a shot, say, from behind him, and then a shot from slightly over there, because then he knows that Winter Soldier is moving. He can tell approximately the distance away he is from him.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I get that, but. Do you think Winter Soldier would anticipate that he'd be thinking like that, so he'd keep it bouncing?
That's the thing with intelligent battles. How much does each expect the other to counteract?
Exactly.
I think Bane would have tried to figure out Winter Soldier's initial tactic, and then found a way to made a way to counter it, and then he wouldn't have made any further advancements than that, because he's so confident in his ability.
Bane is?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
This dude is cocky. I mean, rightfully so, but he is still cocky.
Yeah, no, true. Okay, so from the distance... Okay, I want to ask you this. Does Winter Soldier eventually hit the pipes?
What do you think the chances are?
I think... Well, it depends how many shots does a sniper rifle have?
It depends which sniper rifle he's using.
Well, what sniper rifle would it... I don't know. What sniper rifle do snipers use? I mean... Arctic Warfare.
Arctic Warfare, what's it called?
Sniper rifle?
Yeah. No, exactly. I thought it was appropriate because they're in a mountain.
Yeah, no, makes sense, makes sense. What's the sniper board?
Turn around. This one we're using randomly.
We're just throwing this information.
Arctic Warfare because they're in a mountain.
Yeah, mate, okay, cool, well done. Okay, so we've got 10 rounds, 10 shots.
10 round detached warlocks.
Okay, I think he either gets in 10 shots or he moves on to another plan. In 10 shots, does he hit him? Because it's one pipe. Are we doing the one pipe? Is it even if it's a few?
I thought it was 2 pipes.
2 pipes. One bullet can take out 2 pipes.
Potentially, yeah. I was thinking one from each wrist.
Yeah. I'm with you.
How is it set up? I don't think it was accurately portrayed.
Well, he's been written in different ways, so it's like...
Okay,
One
so
from
in
each
this
arm.
one, it seems to be just one from this arm, but I
Yeah.
don't know if he's updated it in recent years.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's different versions, so they're like.
So do you want to go by this one or?
Okay, we'll go with this one.
Okay, so
So he's got one pipe from his left forearm.
okay, yeah. So that one pipe, even if he hits it at the back, or even hits the box on the back of his head. You think out of 10 shots, the Winter Soldier, who's an expert marksman who's been killing people for days, will at least hit him once?
I see, he has 3 shots before Bane realizes and turns around.
Realizes what?
Realizes where the bullets are coming from and says, oh, I'm going to face this, instead of exposing his back.
So now it's a question of,
Does he get in 3 shots?
does he get it in 3 shots? It's a tough ask, but I think the 3rd shot will either get him or not. Or it will get close.
Okay, 3rd shot, but I imagine Bane would have already pumped himself
Oh yeah.
before this.
Oh yeah.
So it's good for another 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
What, the Venom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the time limit.
So he's got 10 minutes
10-15 minutes
to stay
before
out of the way
Venom wears out.
for the Venom wears out.
And he's still a tough dude.
He's still the superior human being. Like, he's the peak of human ability. But then again, isn't that what they call the Winter Soldier too?
Yeah.
Because he's an enhanced human being, essentially. Okay, so 3rd shot hits him. He's got 10 minutes to keep him at bay. He's got 7 bullets to do it with. I think he can do that.
Potentially. But Bane's pissed now.
Yeah, Bane's pissed now.
So he's running straight at him. Or not straight at him, but
He's trying to get there.
dodging left.
Oh, I'm knocking stuff over.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Dodging left, right, 7 shots. Still got his machine guns with him. And his handgun and
I
combat.
imagine as he's running, he gets within a decent range. Bane will pull out his machine guns.
Okay. So 7 bullets goes. Probably hits him at least twice.
Yeah. But Bane's on Venom, so he's healing already.
Yeah, so he's already healing, but it's just kind of slowing him down kind of thing. Drops the gun in the trees. Both guys whack at them machine guns.
Yep.
How many does Bane carry?
2.
And it's just a straight out machine gun war for a while.
As Bane's running at him and Winter Soldier's running away or standing his ground.
Against someone with machine guns, I don't think he's necessarily running away, but he's not standing still or letting him get close. I think it's kind of he's shooting from a distance, trying to keep Bane back for another... How many minutes have gone since that pump?
3.
For another 12 minutes. Because that's the key, and it's not like he can't avoid him, it's just the longer the Venom doesn't get physically used on Winter Soldier, the better for him.
So, in the 2 minutes, both of them run out of their first clips.
Okay, boom, next. Next
Or
clips.
Maybe, or maybe Bane takes out a knife and throws it.
Just straight away. How many knives does he have?
Probably 2.
I feel like Winter Soldier would have 2. Keep one in his leg and then one behind his back like he always does.
Yeah. But that was just a distraction. It'll be on target, but it'll be a distraction for
Yeah.
Winter Soldier to have to dodge.
Yeah,
So
reflexes.
Bane has another 30 seconds on him.
Reflexes, so he closes the gap on him. I think this is where the explosives come into play, perhaps.
Potentially.
Because Winter Soldier does have grenades. I feel like at that point, again, he needs to open that gap again. He needs to get them seconds back. Probably drops a 2 in front of him. In front of Bane. Boom, boom. Heads off in the other direction. Doesn't want to take him to open space. Definitely not. Wants to keep him in the depth of the trees that will be up there. Or around the rocks or something. Because he needs places where he can move and stay out of dodge.
So, Bane's about 25 feet away. While
Okay.
Bucky's hiding in the box, 8 minutes have passed.
8 minutes have passed. So
Throwing out numbers.
we got what? 8 minutes have passed. 6 minutes left? 6? 7 minutes left? 7 minutes left. My maths is terrible at that point, isn't it? Shit. Okay, 7 minutes left.
Well, Bane's still running.
Fuck.
This dude's Terminator. You try and do
I think
one
he tries-
thing and he's
Yeah.
just still coming for you.
No. Would you? I think he dives into the electrics that he can, like his cyborg arm thing, can fire electric shocks to
Yes.
electrocute opponents. I don't know whether he tries that or not, or waits until he gets close. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking he carries on with like a few more smaller explosives. Because I'm guessing out of frag grenade wise, he'd probably have like 3.
Probably.
So say he's used 2 because I did the boom boom earlier. Throws another one out there. Bang. That probably has some effect because it's a fucking frag grenade.
Mm.
Probably not a big one though because it's Bane. And then small explosives and flashbangs and shit like that probably won't work
Yeah.
to a high effect. And that's what, like 2 minutes of just trying to keep him back with little gadgets and.
Well, 2 minutes, so 10 minutes have passed and Bane's pretty much in the box.
Yeah, so you got 5 minutes left.
And the dude's pretty much 5 feet away from you but behind a rock.
Now it's a game of tag and stay away from him. Which I think Winter Soldier can do, but can he do it for 5 minutes? Like, don't even go in for like a punch, just completely avoid, dodge, defense, stay out the way, move every time, get under little gaps, stay away from him. For 5 more minutes.
I don't think so.
You don't think you can?
For a minute and a half?
For 2 minutes he probably could.
So they're face to face. 3
2
minutes
minutes.
left.
Face to face, 3 minutes. Out comes the knife. Winter Soldier's knife. Or one of them.
Bane will respond in kind.
Huh?
Bane will respond in kind. I will break you. In a horrible, wherever he comes from accent.
Like it would. Like what is it?
It's a made up country.
Yeah,
It's
it's like Southern American though, isn't it?
Yes, a South American country, but
Something like that. So think like a Colombian / Brazilian-ish accent kind of thing.
I will break you.
Surprise! Modified gun comes out. Boom, boom to the head.
Hmm.
So he's kept that a secret.
Yeah.
He's waited for that to come out a little late, which I think, now that I think about it, it was quite his own plan and his own tactics. And don't use it unless I have to. And being that they're only 5 foot away, it's like from here to the wall that's there. It's not that fast, so straight from here, bang, bang. Straight to the head. You're looking at a handgun, so it's what, 16 bullets? Is that right?
Yeah.
Like a handgun has 16 bullets? So 16 bullets, probably has 3 clips for it as well.
Bane's.
So again, but I think that's a shoot him in the head twice, put him off for a second, and then run away again.
Mm.
Get more distance between yourselves, get at least 10-15 feet in between you two.
When the dude's reflexes enhanced.
Bane's?
Yes. Because of venom.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think either of them would be lethal.
No, I
It
don't
would be
think.
grazing. Yeah,
To be honest, well, yeah, I think he'd duck and one of them probably just grazed the top of his mask.
and then he has to chase off again.
Yeah, then it's
Get
more of a
pissed off
chase
like this.
again. Probably turns, shoots at him again, probably gets hit, and he's like, whatever.
I think he manages to catch up with him with a minute to spare.
With a minute to spare. Disarms him?
Yeah.
Disarms him, okay.
Punches his arm.
Punches his arm.
His normal arm.
Which one?
Right arm. Oh, which one is he holding the gun?
His left hand.
Or punches his bionic arm then?
does he drop the gun?
See, that's interesting, because if you punch a human arm, yes, because your instant reaction will be to let go, but if it's a mechanical arm, it wouldn't have that same reaction, would it?
Not necessarily. I mean, he controls the metal arm with his mind. Like, even if it's detached, he can still control it.
Does that mean it still responds to unintentional things like that? Because your instant reaction would be to drop it.
Yes, because it's a nerve system type. It's set up with
Can
his...
you feel it?
It's set up with his nerves. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's weird. It's not like he feels it like the way you'd feel that.
Yeah.
But it's like he knows something's touching it.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So if you get... Because it's set up through his nerves. It's weird. It's like all links to the upper arm, and then... the way he controls it with his mind when his arm comes off... hold on, I think I wrote it down somewhere. I may have written it down, I may not have. Fuck, I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down, but there's something about how he can like control it with his mind because of the way they set up some cyber thing with him and some connecting shit like that. Oh, his gun has also winded, his handgun has winded Ares with a shot to the chin from underneath.
Serious?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it is shot to the chin, but still, Ares.
Yeah. It only winded him, by the way.
Still.
But yeah, that's our strongest modified gun is. I just read that now. I wrote that down.
Okay. So does he drop the gun?
I think so. But not to the point where like it's like, it's gone fine. It's drops the gun. That's it. Drop to the floor, get low, avoid a punch to the face. Like
I think it'd be a 1-2, so punch the gun and then kick.
who? Bane.
Yeah. It'll be a 1-2 before he enters his own. He enters the martial arts bit.
Okay, kick to Winter Soldier. He definitely goes flying backwards. Probably hits a tree or something.
So he has a couple of seconds to recover before Bane's on him.
Yeah, and I think that works in his advantage because now he's got space. So as that happens, moves, runs, again, drops, rolls out. Doesn't like leg it or nothing. But like gets into a place where he can look at him, keep a distance from him for a moment.
He did take a kick in the legs from Bane though.
Oh, was it in the legs?
I thought it was in the legs.
I thought it was in the chest.
I thought it was a kick to the punch to the arm and then kick pretty much downwards. So a round kick.
Oh, okay. A roundhouse kick to the legs. I thought it was like he punches him in the thing and kicks him in the chest so he goes backwards. Okay.
So scrap that last bit.
Scrap the last bit, there's no space then. Because if you're kicking him in the legs...
He's down. Oh, down for a little bit.
Down for a little bit.
And that was a venom-induced kick.
Relax, I don't think he's hurt to the point
No,
where
I don't think he's hit to
like,
the point where his legs are broken, but still.
Like, okay, yeah, it hurt
Even for
him.
Bucky, that is, you know.
Yeah, he felt something, but I don't think it's like, my leg, like...
Yeah.
Okay, feel something. Then what, Bane tries stamping on him or something?
No, I think Bucky has enough time to react. I know his reflexes are enhanced to the point where...
True, I think he rolls out and tries getting back to, like...
His arm will react before his brain even reacts.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Gets into position where he reacts, grabs his... keeps hold of his knife.
I'd say there are 15 seconds left.
15 seconds before he gets there. Oh, fuck, what does Bane do? What kind of shot does Bane go for? Because now
he's waiting for a shot from Winter Soldier, I think.
See, I think Bucky's gonna wait for him.
Well, he's only gonna wait for a couple of seconds before. I don't know.
Like, how long does the venom have? We said a minute.
15 seconds from this point.
From this point.
So he's just kicked him down to the ground. Winter Soldier up again, somehow, or whatever.
He like rolls out, gets back to his feet, kind of thing.
15 seconds from here.
15 seconds. And he knows. Winter Soldier knows.
Winter Soldier knows more or less. I mean, you can see that Bane's sap is slowly, strength is slowly slapping. Slapping.
Yeah. Would Bane come running at him?
Yeah, because Bane also knows is going down.
What do you think? Like Bane comes straight, swings over the top for him, or?
I think that's a decent assumption.
Because then I think with 15 seconds left, I think he'll. I think again
Dodge for a couple.
with a quick dodge for a couple, and the moment he thinks the venom's gone, it's a straight left uppercut, straight to his face.
I don't think
To
anyone's
Bane.
expecting that, so yeah.
I think that's what it is. Boom, knocks
Goes
him back.
flying back. But he goes flying back a little bit and then rolls backwards.
Yeah, maybe not even like flying to that extent of where he goes like a long distance. I think it's just like one shotgun where it's kind of knocked him off, and it's just kind of pushed him like way back, and he's just like, okay, this is going to be a serious fight.
I think Bane relishes this though. I think Bane relishes this though.
And I think Winter Soldier knows, so I think it's again not a question of go toe to toe with him, because you're gonna lose if you go toe to toe with him. It's avoid him, play him out, figure out his moves, which probably are difficult to do, but get your gun back. I think Winter Soldier will have to get his gun back, and he'll use the knife as much as he can to hold him down and hold him off.
Yeah. Mind you, Bane is still an expert
Yeah.
at several forms of martial arts,
Yeah,
including
that's true.
creating
That's
colour
true.
design.
That's true.
So it's not like he's one of those big bosses who just swing wild.
Yeah, no, he doesn't swing. He's like Bruce Lee and a UFC fighter combined. Like he can do shit.
Yeah.
How many martial arts has Bane learned? Like
It doesn't say exactly how many.
on an expert level, how many has he done?
It says several, so I'd say about 5.
You think 5 on an expert level, and he's created something.
Oh no, he's mastered 5.
Oh, he's mastered 5
And probably created 2.
and created 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Whereas the Winter
Well
Soldier,
done.
the Winter Soldier is military trained to its highest peak. So it's essentially one fight. Like, it's probably a
Got a
few.
specific.
Yeah, it's
It's
probably.
got a goal in mind.
It's few put together, but it's a goal in mind to just hurt the opponent and
Get out of there quickly.
get out of there kind of thing. It's like efficiently hurt the person. So being a Master in 5 trumps that. And it's definitely probably one that Bane knows. Military grade. Trained. Not that it's like basic, but it's one of them. One of the big ones.
I mean, we have said that he's better at combat.
Yeah.
I'm
And
assuming that's close combat.
oh yeah, this is close combat. So this is why I think it's all about Winter Soldier keeping a distance. Use the left arm as much as you can to hurt him. Use the knife, get in there, slice him off a bit if you can. Don't know how much you're gonna do to him. Because Bane's gonna
I
return the
know.
favour.
Yeah, I think you try a couple of times and then that knife's disarmed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's all about getting to that gun.
And Bane knows that.
Yeah. Bane's gonna keep him away from the gun.
He's felt the power of that gun.
Yep.
While he was pretty much more not immune to pain, but so hyped up on adrenaline and venom that he was feeling barely any pain.
Yeah, and he still felt it.
Yeah.
Says a lot. Get to that gun, man. Get to that gun.
So they traded a few blows.
Trade a few blows.
Knives disarmed.
Knives disarmed.
Let's say both their knives are disarmed.
Yeah. Trade a few more blows.
Winter Soldier's coming off a little worse.
Coming off a little worse. Pulls out his second knife, the one that he had in his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Bane doesn't have a second knife, so that's a good start. Tries getting at him again. A few more blows. Gets to. Do you.
I think something dramatic is going to happen anytime soon. Something like a massive blow, something done to the arm.
Potentially, because now I'm thinking he could actually send out one of these electric shocks. And attack Bane with that.
Yeah, I'd say Winter Soldier gets fairly beaten up. Bane a little so. And then, out of nowhere, Bucky fires an electric beam.
Yeah.
Fires Bane back. He's surprised, caught off guard.
I think he just throws the knife straight at him as well.
You think he doesn't go straight for the gun?
No, then goes for the gun.
Okay.
Throws it, like, hits him with the beam, throws the knife straight at him. Probably hits him in the shoulder or something. Like, because it's like a desperation move kind of thing.
Mm.
So it's not the best throw he's ever probably had. And literally just turns, jumps for the gun.
And I'm saying as soon as he brings it up to bear, there's already a knife flying through the air coming at him.
Pulls the trigger, bang. Knife at the same time.
The knife.
At the knife, bang, hits the knife. Knife deflects, sees Bane running at him. So it's a question of, does Bane grab him before he pulls the next trigger? That's the question. Oh shit. Because if you got knife coming straight away, it's bang, it's kind of like shit, get out the way, and then it's look up, you see a 6'8" giant of a man coming to kill you. It's pull the trigger straight away. But then again, I think being an expert marksman and being the Winter Soldier says, yeah, okay, it's not like I'm not expecting it. It's not something that I haven't, like, a position I probably wouldn't have been in before, being a soldier as well.
Yeah.
Straight shot for the head, but Bane will see that coming kind of thing.
He shoots, Bane dodges.
Shoots, Bane dodges, gets close.
How many shots has he fired? 3?
Well, how far is he?
Here to that wall.
What?
Here to that wall.
And he dodges all 3?
Hmm?
And he dodges all 3 bullets?
Oh no, I meant so far in the battle. Because he hasn't changed clip at all, has he? From this
He
one
shot
gun.
1, 2...
He shot 2 at his head.
Shot 2 at his head.
Grazed his head.
1 grazed his head.
He shot 1 just now, so that's 3 bullets.
Didn't, like, when he shot 2 at his head, jump back and shoot him again?
Did he?
Yeah, I thought he, like, shot his butt, but he was on Venom at the time. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
so he shot a couple.
So, like, that's how he felt the
so
gun.
How many do you say?
So that's 4.
4.
So he shot 4
So
out of...
this is his 5th bullet he shot. Oh, 5th to get the knife out the air.
5th to get the knife out the air, and then... How many?
How many?
He has 11 left.
11 left.
He could just trigger finger the fuck out of it and just be like... just hit him. Okay.
Well, that was embarrassing.
We fucked up.
Yeah, the
Basically.
camera ran out of memory.
Somehow 8 gigabytes is only 100 and something minutes, but we did know that.
So, last thing we said was he has 11 bullets left in the clip.
11 bullets left in the clip.
And Bane's about...
Who the fuck's gonna watch this?
Is it really the time to have this sort of crisis when we're an hour and it's 2 hours in?
We're way into the battle, there's like no point continuing. Like,
We've got to stick it through the end.
like whoever's if someone's still watching by this point, I'm buying you a chocolate
I will
bar.
buy you a cookie.
I will
You have to prove to us that you've watched it the entire way through.
by saying, where's my cookie and chocolate bar? Actually, wait, if we put this over 3 parts, they can just click on the 3rd part and be like,
Yeah.
ah, shit. I'm not buying you.
No, we will merge these 3 into 1.
Gonna merge them into 1. Edit. Yeah, bitch. Anyways, 11 clips left, 11 bullets left, sorry, in the clip.
There'll be a quiz. I don't want people getting free cookies without...
This ain't school. Okay, 11 bullets in the clip.
Aye. Bane's...
Does he trigger finger it and just go all out, or does...
Do you think that's a star?
I don't think so. But he's been beaten quite badly. It is getting to
If
them.
he doesn't, he might die.
Yeah. The question is, does it work on Bane?
How many bullets do you think you can trigger finger in the space of... Let's be honest, a couple of seconds?
Him with that cyborg arm?
Or can the gun keep up with it?
Yeah, well, it's a modified gun for him.
So you're saying you can do all 11 bullets?
I think so.
Should we say 8 of them hit?
I was going to say at least 8 hit.
8 of them hit.
Yeah, okay, 8 of them hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Only about 4 of them in the chest area.
Okay.
So
Does
he's
fuck
heavily
reload.
wounded.
Fuck reloading, because now's not the time.
So he just chucks it away.
Throws the gun, pushes himself up.
And I imagine this thing has quite some knockback, but Bane has so much momentum right now. He's just barreled down on top of him.
He's barreled down. He just spears him to the ground. He's a rugby tackles the shit out of him to the ground. Do you think it's a bam 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 situation, or does Winter Soldier have once he's taken down
I think I'll get a few punches in there.
a few punches in? Okay. Few punches in. Does he push him off maybe?
I think I'll try for electric thing again, but whether Bane will fall for that or not.
Well, if he's being in contention, he could literally just grab him by the side and just shoot it straight through his body like that.
Could be that. So yeah, Bane's off him.
I say does that, they roll off, stand back up,
They're both nearly dead.
both nearly dead, going for the punch at the same time, blackout, that's the end of the
No one wins!
No, that's the end of their fight, but who do we say wins now?
Ah. Oh, I like that. So we're not actually gonna...
So we don't actually end the fight.
We haven't planned this through at all.
No, we're making this up as we go along.
So there's still an edge of...
So now it's that's how it would go. Who gets that final blow? Alternate ending kind of stuff. There's this ending where Bane dodges his punch and rips his head off, or there's this one where Winter Soldier ducks and he comes up behind him, snaps his neck, and walks away.
You want me to go first or you?
Yeah, go on. Who do you think wins it?
Bane wins 5 times out of 10. I think it's 50.
That's a draw.
I think it's 50-50.
That's a draw.
I think at this point it could swing either way because...
So why did you say Bane wins 5 times out of 10?
Because I wanted to lead you on. I wanted to see your face as you dropped down in disappointment thinking, oh no, I didn't convince him. Senpai didn't notice me.
Oh, that's harsh. Senpai didn't notice me.
What do you think?
It's interesting because I went into this fight thinking Bane's gonna win 8 times out of 10. But I think Bane wins 6 out of 10.
I didn't expect to be so swayed by Winter Soldier's argument, but I think his equipment, his training in this sort of environment, in any sort of environment, in sort of hit and run, assassinate, he made up for less intelligence, less strength, less close combat ability.
And that is how you argue, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. I swayed him.
If you managed to stay this long, then thank you.
What?
If you managed to stay this long, then thank
If you... Oh shit, product placement, we're not allowed to do that. If...
I looked at the videos earlier. It's very evident what that is. We can blur that out.
Fuck it, we're just gonna do it, I don't care.
I drink Carlsberg all the time because it's cheap.
I drink Coca-Cola because it's not alcohol.
Anyway, yeah, thank you. And if we don't get slated for this, we might do another one.
Yeah, if
We'll probably do it again anyway.
We'll probably just do it
if you hate it, because we'll be the only two watching it.
We'll put it on Facebook first, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're gonna put it on Facebook, get feedback from
Leave
friends.
a comment. Who do you think wins?
Or maybe go to YouTube if people encourage us to. They think we should give it a go. But I feel like that's just the way for people just fucking piss us off anonymously. Hit on us.
And if you have any ideas for what we do for the next one, if
Thank
you
you.
want to see another one.
If you want to, this has been an hour long. What the fuck? Who's gonna stay that long? But if you're bored, fuck it. Watch it. You might learn
If
something.
you're up at 1 in the morning like we are.
Yeah, if you're up at 1 AM like us, because you have no life and you're sad and you don't even go home to live with your parents even though they're a stranger anyway because you just kind of want to be here next to your Filipino friend. You can do that too.
Right, this farce has gone long enough.
This has gone on long enough. Signing out. Peace.
Peace and love.